Well, I speak all the time. It's not often I get to speak to a football team, and so it'll be easy talking to a football team and a football group. Now, this, I guess, is a big fundraising thing for them. Now, we had ours yesterday. We do it every year before the season. So yesterday, Florida State had theirs. I didn't go, but they had it. So anyway, I'll talk to them about things that I think made us successful. That's what I'll talk about.
What are some of those things?
Well, getting good players helps. That helps a lot. Getting good players and getting them to behave and do it the right way, giving us everything they've got and things like that. I don't think so. I think I was here recruiting. We used to get a lot of Texas boys. That was when everybody out here was on probation. So they wasn't going to Texan schools, they was going out of state, So we used to get, I bet you there'd be some years we'd have five Texans starting for us. Then they got it straightened out. We don't get them out here anymore. I say we don't, I'm not coaching anymore, but we used to get a lot of kids from Texas. So I think I got in here, I'm sure I got in here recruiting at some time.
What do you think of the area and just Lamar?
Well, I'm very impressed with their school, seeing their stadium and everything. Very impressed. I think they can go a long way, and looks good. Oh, that's all I ever did. It's funny. There was a book written about me about 8 or 9 years ago, titled "Called to Coach." I really felt like I was called to coach. Now the reason is my first 5 years of my life, my house backed right up to a high school football field. There's a big old bushes there where I couldn't see over there. But this school happened to be one of the perennial state champions. So the neighborhood is always football. Then we moved from there. We moved a half of a block from a college practice field. So I had to walk through that to get to my school. Every day, walk across that campus. And every afternoon, we'd go up and watch them practice football. So I was around it all my life, So very easy for me when I went to college to choose to be a coach. Oh gosh, not even close. See, I started in 53. 1953 was my first year. Number one, everything was tight. No flanker, no divide, no I formation, just T formation. That's what everybody did, and so then you played both ways. And so now everything is specialist. Got a guy that can catch, guy that can run, guy that can block, guy that can tackle. And so you got specialists. So it's 10 times better now than back then. We didn't know the difference back then, I have a publicist whose job is to get me talks. I'm in 2 or 3 speaking organizations, and her job's to find me talks. So I don't know how she got contacted with the coach here, but it's through her that it was done. No, that's a good question. No, I was able to adjust because, like I say, we start off with a dead D. Then first thing you knew, we used a flanker. The next thing you knew, we lose 2 flankers. The next thing you knew, we split the backs. And then next thing you knew, we were in a shotgun. So I went through every one of those phases. Probably helped create some of them, because back in '92, we were running the no huddle offense as fast as we could, which everybody's doing now, except they're doing it better. Football's always been cycles, though, where offense dominates and defense dominates, then offense dominates. So I don't know. They're figuring it out, But I tell you, the way this is the way offenses are set up, where you got a great athlete out here and all that space out there, and they're throwing that ball all over the park. It's really, defenses. One thing defenses have done, instead of playing these 240-pound linebackers, having to find these 205 linemen that can fly, can run, to stay with these guys, So they hadn't caught up with it yet. You can tell by these scores. Well, that started in let's see.
I think ACC?
Huh?
Was that when the ACC?
Yeah, we joined the ACC. Tommy went to Clemson. I was at Florida State, and we got in the ACC and had them on our schedule every year. So we played them 9 times. I think we won the first 4 out of 5. He won the second 4 out of 5, and I dropped him. I said, I'll just settle that. I'll quit playing him. And but anyway, it was kind of fun at first, and my wife couldn't stand it. She couldn't stand it.
Who would she root for?
Because well, she had to root for me because I got a credit card. She had a hard time rooting against her baby boy. Yeah. So Tommy had my son-in-law coaching with him, and I had my son coaching with me. So it was a the whole family would go, you know. And I imagine they pulled for both. That's a hard thing, is one of us had to lose. That's why Ann really lost her love for it. There's no doubt in my mind it's Ohio State. Do I think they'll do it? Not likely. It's just too hard. You know, they won it last year, then it got nearly everybody back, you know, and so they're definitely the favorite. But it is so hard to go undefeated. But if I had to pick somebody, that's who I would pick, Ohio State, you know.